Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello all, we are from group 3. We will present about tax management on income. For our member, first Ananda Putri Nabila and it is me, and the last Wafik Muhammad Helmi. For table of contents, there are four. First, classification of income types to calculate installments during income tax article 25 period. And second, foreign exchange revenue. Third, reconciliation of business circulation and other income with the tax base for output value added tax and the tax base for withholding or collective income tax. And the last, test to verify the correctness of the business circulation calculation. So for the first presentation will be presented by Wafik. Wafik, time is yours.
Okay, the first table of content is classification of income types to calculate installment during income tax article 25 period. The calculation of the amount of income and the amount of income tax payable can only be known when the taxpayer makes the annual income tax return. This installment is called income tax article 25. In general, the method of calculating income tax article 25 is based on the previous year's annual tax return data. That is, we assume that this year's income is the same as the previous year's income, so that later there will be differences with the actual condition when the current tax year is over. The difference in underpayment at the end of the year is usually referred to as income tax article 29. In general, this tax installment is equal to the income tax payable based on the last year's annual income tax return, minus the tax credit for income tax articles 21, 22, and 23, and 24, divided by 12 or the number of the months in the tax year section. Classification of types of income in connection with income tax article 25 are first, non-object income, article 4 paragraph 3. The second one is income tax object, article 4 paragraph 1. Income tax object paragraph 4 article 4 paragraph 1. Not final or final, article 4 paragraph 2. Tax object are interest on deposits or savings, discount on SBI and current accounts, income from the other transaction on the Indonesia Stock Exchange, bond interest or discount, lottery price, construction service, rent on land or building, income from the transfer of property in the form of land or buildings. And then irregular or regular. Tax object are income from work, example salary, honorarium, income from independent work, example doctor, accountant, consultant, income from business, example operating profit, income from asset or capital, example rent, interest, dividends. Other income example are gifts, debt relief. Example, taxpayer regular income from business in 2013 is 40 million rupiah, and the regular income from renting a house for 3 years, which is paid in a lump sum, in 2013 is 72 million rupiah. In a few of the irregular income received at the same time in 2013. The income used as the basis for calculating the installments of income tax article 25 in 2014 is only based on the regular income. The second table contents is foreign exchange revenue. Exchange gains can be caused by fluctuation in foreign exchange rates or because government policies in the monetary sector. Based on the income tax law article 4 paragraph 1, letter 1, foreign exchange gains are the object of income tax. Two options for foreign exchange bookkeeping are fixed exchange historical rate And the second one is based on the middle exchange rate of Indonesian bank or the exchange rate actually prevailing at the end of the year as of the balance sheet date. Legal basis for profit and loss on foreign exchange. The first one, income tax law number 36 of 2008 concerning the fourth amendment to law number 7 of 1983 concerning income tax. Foreign exchange gain is one form of income that is the object of tax as regulated in Article 4, Paragraph 1, Letter 1. And the second one, Article 9, Paragraph 1, 2, 3, Government Regulation number 94 of 2010.
Okay, the third is reconciliation of business circulation and other income with the tax base for output value added tax and tax base for withholding or collected income tax. So taxpayer reconcile the circulation of business and other income with the value added tax turnover. This is one way to detect whether there is underpaid value added tax or underpaid income tax. Reconciliation is useful for reducing the amount of the penalty if there is an error. Taxpayer who routinely experience overpayment, for example, taxpayer who routinely export or make transaction with the value added tax collector will be more routinely reconciled compared to taxpayer who do more domestic transaction and not value added tax collectors. For the calculation, there is income reconciliation. The formula, business circulation as stated in the corporate tax return minus business circulation as stated in the value added tax payment order or SPM equals surat perintah membayar. We got the difference. So business circulation on the corporate tax return or SPT is bigger than business circulation on the value added tax payment order or SPM. Corporate income tax is bigger than business circulation as stated in the value added tax payment order or SPM, then there is a possibility that delivery of the taxable good and the taxable service has not been collected value added tax. The lack of the value added tax collection is the object of the value added tax underpayment of 2% per month, a maximum of 24 months. In addition, there is a penalty of 2% of the basis for the imposition of delivery tax which has not been collected value added tax because the taxpayer has not issued a tax invoice. Business circulation on the corporate tax return or SPT is smaller than business circulation on the value added tax payment order or SPM. Corporate income tax is smaller than delivery of the taxable goods and the taxable service as stated in the value added tax payment order or SPM. For this lack of income reporting, the object of the corporate income tax is Article 17 for the income that exceeds 50 billion per year or Article 31E for income that exceeds 4.8 billion but is less than 50 billion per year, and the penalty of the 2% per month, a maximum of 24 months. Things that cause difference in the recording of business circulation in the corporate tax return or SPT and the delivery of taxable goods and the taxable service in the value added tax payment order or SPM, or reconciling items. First, there is income that is recognized in the corporate income tax but is not an object of the value added tax, example, interest, dividends, foreign exchange earnings. Second, there are output tax return at different times. Third, exchange rate difference over the use of the foreign currency where sales are usually recorded in the general ledger using the exchange rate set by the company, and the value of delivery of taxable good and the taxable service in the value added tax payment order or SPM use the decree of the Minister of Finance exchange rate or KMK. Fourth, there is income that is recognized as the delivery of taxable good or taxable service, but is not an object of the income tax, but is a cost. For example, the rivalry between the branch. Fifth, there is a sale of the asset that is subject to value-added tax or value-added tax Article 16B, but profit or loss is recorded on the sale of the asset in the taxpayer income statement. Six, sales advance that have been recognized as object of value-added tax but are still reported on the balance sheet in the corporate's income tax return or SPT. 7. There is a delivery of taxable good and the taxable service which are recorded in the other income in the corporate tax return. KMK is called Keputusan Menteri Keuangan. And fourth, test to verify the correctness of the business circulation calculation. There are 4 tests. First, document testing. For document testing, document checking by the sampling to find out and check the correctness of the value of the money and the goods. And the second, money flow test. Perform reconciliation between bank receipt or cash with the sales or business circulation of the taxpayer. In addition to reconciling, taxpayer also need to attach related documents such as bank statement and etc. For the calculation, cash or bank disbursement plus cash or bank ending balance, we got the total, and minus beginning balance of the cash or bank, we got the cash or bank receipt, and minus business circulation based on the corporate tax return, we got the difference. And the third, account receivable flow test. Account receivable flow test is carried out if most of the sales or business circulation are credit based. For the formula, repayment plus ending balance of the account receivable, we got the total minus beginning balance of account receivable. We got the business circulation based on the account receivable flow test, and minus business circulation based on the corporate tax return, we got the difference. And the last, goods flow test. Perform reconciliation between inventory account with the sales value. So the taxpayer are required to report related documents such as warehouse cards, timesheet, invoice, delivery orders, and also purchase orders. So the formula is purchase plus beginning balance of inventory, we got the total, minus beginning of account receivable, we got the sales per unit according to good flow test, times average sales per unit, we got the total sales based on the good flow test, and minus circulation of the business according to corporate tax return, and we got the difference. So I think that's all for our presentation. Sorry for the mistake. If you have any question, you can ask directly to our group. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.